Meet Darryl Kerrigan. His story has become an Aussie legend. The Kerrigans live in the outer suburbs of Melbourne at 3 Highview Crescent, Coolaroo. Conveniently, they're right next to the airport. Dale's dad, Darryl, still can't believe how little he paid for the house back in the day. It was a steal. Darryl's chuffed because the house is worth nearly as much today as when he bought it years ago. Apart from the planes that fly directly overhead, there are giant power lines that tower over the house. Some people might be put off by them, but Darryl likes them. They remind him of mankind's modern achievements. He's a deep thinker like that. Darryl's also a handyman. Can you believe that he made the family's billiard table? You can't have a pool room without a billiard table. He's also working on an extension out the back. He's just waiting on some cheap cladding. So he might build a patio in the meantime. When he's not thinking of ways to improve his home or castle, Darryl is a tow truck driver. It's a long-standing family business. You can take Dale's word for it that Darryl is one of the best in the business. Darryl's always got great stories to tell at the dinner table about things that happen at work. If Darryl's the backbone of the Kerrigan family, then Sal, their mum, is all the other bones. Darryl and Sal adore each other. They met at the Greyhounds one night, and it was love at first sight. Dale's older brother, Steve, loves scoring bargains through the trading post. He and Darryl try to get the best prices for all kinds of nifty stuff. But sometimes the prices are silly, so Darryl tells Steve to tell the sellers they're dreaming. They're such shrewd bargain hunters. Steve's an apprentice mechanic, and he also likes inventing things. That's why Darryl calls Steve an ideas man. But everyone knows that Tracy is Daddy's little girl. She's Darryl's favourite and is always doing things to make him proud. One time, she went on The Price is Right with Larry Emder. She missed out on the grand prize, but still scored a dryer and a drill set. Hey team, just a reminder, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It really helps the channel out, and our next upload could be on something taught in your next class. Thanks, and back to the video. Tracy's also the only one in the family with a tertiary education. Her certificate in hairdressing from Sunshine TAFE has pride of place in the pool room. But the proudest day of all was when Tracy married Con Petropoulos. Con's an accountant, but his real passion is kickboxing. The decorations on their wedding cake were a dead giveaway. Darryl gave a speech at the wedding that brought the house down. He may have also mildly offended Con's parents, and the entire Greek community. But he redeemed himself when he said how much the family love Con. And then he said, Kalispera, which means good evening in Greek. What a great night. It was such a shame that their eldest brother, Wayne, couldn't make it to the wedding. That's because he's currently serving 8 years in jail for armed robbery. Dale visits Wayne in Pentridge Prison every Friday. Wayne's what you might call the black sheep of the family, but Darryl and Sal reckon he just got mixed up with the wrong crowd. He didn't mean to rob that petrol station. Hopefully they'll release Wayne early if he behaves himself. But let's talk about happier things, like the Kerrigans' 4 big greyhounds, Trailblazer, Banshee, Starflash and Coco. Darryl likes to race sometimes, but not for the money. He just loves them. And Coco is his absolute favourite. She's even won a few races. Another thing Darryl loves is his boat, Sea Lady. He washes her every Saturday with another one of Steve's inventions, a hose with a brush attached to the end. He gave it to Darryl for Father's Day one year. He's such an ideas man. Father's Day is another great Kerrigan family tradition. They don't have much money, but the family love to spoil Darryl. Some gifts, like the beer mug Sal got for him from the Franklin Mint, are too good to use. So they go straight to the pool room. As you've probably guessed, the pool room is where Darryl keeps all his prized possessions. It's also one of Darryl's favourite thinking spots, other than outside under the power lines. 3 Highview Crescent, Coolaroo really is a happy home. But one day in June, a knock on the front door changes all of that. It's a man from the local council. At first, Darryl is worried he's come about the dogs, or the aerial, or the extension, or maybe even his tow truck being parked on the nature strip. But the man is there to do a land evaluation, which interests Darryl. It would be nice to know how much his beloved castle is worth these days. Darryl proudly shows the man around, pointing out the charming features of the property, like the plastic Victoriana lace in the eaves, fake chimney, enormous aerial, expansive backyard, and their handy proximity to the runway. There's a bit of landfill underneath the block, but not to worry, the soil's all been tested. It's all fine, except for the lead. One night, the family gather around for another one of Sal's famous dinners. Rissoles. Steve finds a pair of jousting sticks in the trading post, but the seller wants $450 for them. He must be dreamin'. As the family tuck into their restaurant-quality meals, Sal mentions that their neighbour, Farouk, was also visited by a man from the council. Darryl speculates that the market must be on the move. How exciting! He's now keener than ever to find out how much they're sitting on. Darryl thinks they're in for a bit of a surprise. And they get a surprise all right. A few weeks later, the Kerrigans get a compulsory acquisition notice. You know what that means. It means a company called Airlink are going to acquire the castle compulsorily. The Kerrigans will get $70,000 in exchange for their home, but they don't get any say in it. When Steve comes in to have a look, he confirms the worst. It's a kick-out notice. Then there's a knock at the door. It's Farouk, their neighbour. He needs Darryl's help to read a letter he's received. Hey, wait a minute. Farouk has received the same letter. Oh no, what about old Jack? Darryl scurries over to Jack's house and knocks on the door. When old Jack answers, he looks devastated. He's also received a kick-out notice. What the heck is going on? It's not long before Darryl heads into town to have it out with the local council. When he hands over the letter, the lady in the office repeats what Darryl already knows. The airport is expanding and his home is in the way. They'll be paid out, but the family must leave. But Darryl's not interested in compensation. He doesn't want to lose his home, and he wants her to stop acting like she cares. So, she drops the act. The lady coldly explains that there's an ironclad agreement between the government and the airport's commission. But where's the agreement with Darryl Kerrigan? This is not on. Having had no luck with the council, Darryl must plan his next step. The next time we see Darryl, he's bravely marching to the office of his family's solicitor, Dennis Denuto. But it's bad news again. Dennis isn't confident enough to take on such a huge case. Dennis specialises in small stuff like conveyancing and local court appearances, not federal court. Whenever he dares to take on something bigger, like Wayne's defence case, it doesn't end well. Wayne got an 8-year prison sentence. But he also doesn't want to let Darryl down, so he says he'll ring around and find out what he can. Good on you, Dennis. Back at the dinner table, Darryl's still cheerful despite the legal drama. There's even some news to share. Dale dug a hole. That's right, Dale dug the first hole to get the patio underway. Hooray! Then they celebrate with another special meal from Sal, chicken with seasoning. It looks like everyone has kicked a goal tonight. But wait, there's more. The Kerrigans are now also seated at the table on special ergonometric chairs Steve bought off the trading post. You've got to love a bargain. Dinner time is an important part of the Kerrigans' daily routine. It's so important to Darryl that he has a special rule. The TV must be turned down. But after dinner on Saturdays, the TV gets a good workout as they gather to watch Hey Hey It's Saturday. Darryl laughs so hard that his whole body shakes, while Sal multitasks with a bit of craft. Ah, such priceless moments. But it's during these fun times that Dale tends to feel sad. He thinks about his big brother Wayne and wonders what he's up to in jail. Gosh, it will be so nice when Wayne comes home. But will there be a home for Wayne to return to? We hope you enjoyed this Schooling Online production. For more easy lessons, check out our other videos.